first one is called Late. It's a poem and it's called Late. As I sat there on our bench, as I sat there in my own empty clench, I waited from sunset to sunrise, but you not turning up was no surprise. Of course I didn't expect you to be there, 10 years later, just to breathe the same air. And yet, with every passing minute, my hope bled away. My heart sang and my brain kept saying, don't stay. You had no idea I was in our happy place, that every place we sat, my fingers trace. And I thought maybe I shouldn't have come here. Maybe I should have stayed with the ambiguity, left things blurred and unclear. But like they say, the heart wants what it wants. And the nightmare of me not missing you still haunts. And I push myself towards missing you every day. Pain is comfortable in an ununderstandable, strange way. And I lay there on the bench, staring at the sky, looking at the birds soaring high. And I wonder if it's all real or just in my head, if I should have stayed home instead. And then is when I hear a voice, as clear as crystal in the loudest noise. I sit up, my eyes widened, my body stiff. I'm afraid to turn around. Sorry I'm late, says the most familiar voice, my favorite sound. Next one is just a paragraph that I wrote. It is titled Living the Dream. Crumpled bits of paper on the floor. Crumpled bits of paper on the floor, 16 empty coffee cups on her desk, hair tied up into a loose bun, ink marks all over the room, the furniture and her clothes, dustbin full of empty sack lunch packets, her eyes swollen and watery from lack of sleep. Yet, her pen still intact in her hand, and she was still bleeding words on the paper. Every now and then she would have an outrageous burst of anxiety, anger, fear, or just sorrow, and she would fling all the papers into the air and crawl under the table to cry. She would then slowly crawl out, collect all the papers, and start writing again. She was a writer, and that is exactly how it was supposed to be. Very unusual to say something like this to something like that, but she indeed was living the dream. And the last one is Walked Away. It's called Walked Away. You pulled me close, you let me take the leap. You then walked away, left me there to weep. You cared for me, you wiped my tears. You then walked away, left me with my fears. We walked and walked and talked and talked. You then walked away, left me with my feelings locked. You held my calm, you taught me to stay. You held my calm, you taught me to stay. You then walked away, you then walked away.